such a cool culinary creation that can only be created here in Chicago.
Oh, did I say that?
And the sausawan on the side is really good too. Kumusta YouTube? It's Luis Gusto. Narissa's behind the camera. Welcome back to Chicago. Today we're gonna take you on a Filipino food tour of the Windy City. Now we may not have a Filipino town neighborhood, but don't get it twisted. Filipinos have been in Chicago since the 1920s. We're taking you for Filipino breakfast, pastries, coffee, lunch, and of course, a nice dinner date spot. So go ahead and finesse that like button and let's get ready to eat some comida filipina. Yo, Uncle Mike's for breakfast. If you know, you know. There's no other place that you're gonna wanna get your first Filipino breakfast in the Windy City. They open at 6 a.m., so for all you early birds, definitely a great option. They are in the Ukrainian Village, although they started out in 1991 in Printers Row. Here we got the longanisa and tocino combo. Comes with 2 eggs, we got them over easy. Rice, champurrado. You know I got my trusty coffee by my side. It is a Filipino restaurant, so you don't get a knife, you get a fork and a spoon. What I really love is as soon as you sit down, you get free bowls of lugao. This is a Filipino rice porridge made in some chicken broth, wedge of lemon, and some garlic pieces in there. It's absolutely delicious, but I haven't tried it on camera yet, so let's go with that. That's definitely a great porridge for like a post-workout breakfast, or maybe if you had too much to drink the night before. This is all new to me. I've never had Filipino breakfast, though I have been dying to. Here we got a piece of longanisa. This is like a chorizo style sausage, but obviously lots of Filipino flavors. Looks so, so good. A little smoky, a little sweet. Obviously Spain introduced tocino to the Philippines, but they definitely put their own twist on it.
I love Filipino breakfast, and I'm glad to introduce Luis to Uncle Mike's place. I am so happy to be back. In order to get the most perfect bite, you have to get a little bit of the longanisa, a little bit of egg, and some of the garlic rice. Typically, unless it's like maple bacon or something, you would think of bacon as having a saltier flavor. Tocino and longanisa have a sweet flavor. There are obviously many different meat sides and combinations of things that you can eat for a Filipino breakfast, but these are two of my favorites. Filipino breakfast is not complete without the garlic fried rice.
So, so good. Uncle Mike's is all about big portions. You can also get Filipino breakfast with a marinated skirt steak. Kind of had my eye on that one too, but Narissa really wanted us to get the tocino and longanisa combo, so I trust her opinion, and I'm glad I do. Champurrado. Wow. Oh, that's fun. It's kind of like a nice little dessert. This plate is just full of so many flavors, sweet, salty, meaty. Narissa and I decided to share because it is a big portion, but we're definitely gonna come back next time and get that marinated skirt steak. You can bet on that. If you're looking for Filipino breakfast in Chicago, look no further than Uncle Mike's. That was seriously an incredible meal. Great service. They've been around for a while. They know what they're doing here at Uncle Mike's, right here in Ukrainian Village. The next stop on our Filipino food tour of Chicago is Kasama, the only Filipino restaurant in the entire United States with a Michelin star. During the daytime, it's first come, first serve, but they do offer takeout. Dinner, it's reservation only, and it's the only Filipino tasting menu in Chicago, probably the entire country.
Look how beautiful these pastries are. We have been waiting for literal hours to try all the yummy goodies that they have here at Kasama. We started outside in the pouring rain, mind you. Once we finally got into the doors, we were able to order right at the counter. They had some pastries to choose from. After ordering, we had to wait another about 40 minutes. This place is so lively. Pretty much right when you walk in, you're right next to the kitchen. It's a big open space. You can see everybody cooking on the grill, putting together all the sandwiches. There's just like so much going on. I wonder how they get it all done. I asked someone whether she would prefer the ham and cheese or the salmon, and she said definitely the salmon, so I'm excited to try this one. I grew up with calamansi trees in my backyard, and we would go pick them off, make our own calamansi juice. Calamansi is a citrus fruit. It's basically like a little tiny version of a combination of lemon and orange. More sour than an orange would be sweeter than a lemon. This brings me back to being like 10 years old, mixing up the pitcher Oh my gosh, this is it.
I purposely didn't drink a whole lot of coffee at Uncle Mike's because I knew we were coming here for some special coffee drinks. So what we got is the Kasama Combo Sandwich. This is something that you'll only get in Chicago. You got the Filipino flavors and you got the Chicago tradition. This is their take on the Italian combo sandwich. Instead of Italian beef and Italian sausage, you got shaved pork adobo and longanisa with jardinere. So beautiful. I mean, look at that. That thing is a work of art. I gotta say, this is definitely one of the most interesting sandwiches I've had in a long time. It tastes completely different from how it looks. The hot Italian flavor from the jardinere definitely comes through. You can imagine what shredded pork and sausage kind of taste like, but the flavors are just completely out of left field. I really like this sandwich. I would not have envisioned a sandwich like this myself, but then again, that's why I'm not a chef. This is such a cool culinary creation that can only be created here in Chicago.
Growing up, my mom always made us the Kasama Combo Sandwich. Psych! I know Louis got to it first, but it's still warm. Wow! Somehow this combo is not at all what you would think it would taste like, but it's delicious.
They're also known for their pastries, and they have a lot to choose from. If you get to the front of the line and they're kind of sold out, just wait a few minutes and wait till they stock up again if you want to get the whole selection, because they got bakery trays coming out constantly. We got the salmon Danish, and there's roe on there, a little bit of chive cream cheese, I want to say. It's very light, looks super flaky, and we're about to try it.
I'm loving the salmon.
We also got the coconut cortadito, dark matter espresso in here, some coconut. They normally do it with dairy milk, but I asked for oat milk. Bottoms up. Oh yeah. Oh hot yam, the ube latte. That's actually new on their menu, believe it or not. This is something that I would think has been on the menu the whole time, but apparently it's brand new.
Normally at home, we grind our coffee beans, make regular drip coffee, so it's a real treat to get a specialty coffee drink. This purple color though. As I'm drinking it, the color mixes a little bit more. It looks a little tie-dye now.
The pastry that I really wanted was the banana bread. Big time banana bread fan. Narissa actually has been making banana bread at home a lot, but it hasn't been made in a couple of weeks, so I've been sad. Now my tears turn to laughter as I get a nice fresh banana bread from Kasama.
Now for the banana bread. There's chocolate in it.
So is Kasama worth the hype? Oh, absolutely. I can definitely see why they got a Michelin star. Let us know if you want us to do another Filipino food tour, and come back to Kasama for that dinner tasting menu. One of the most legendary Filipino restaurants in Chicago had been Isla Filipina in Lincoln Square. Now I say had been because about a year or so after 17 years, they closed down. But I was talking with the owner, Ray Espiritu, and they didn't close down because of the pandemic or anything like that, but rather he was feeling like things were getting a little bit stale. I can definitely understand you get to a certain point creatively where you want to just remix things. The new version, Isla Filipino, serves up the same classic Filipino foods with a little bit of a twist. They have some cool options like the Manila hot dog. They also have a pancit. We ordered the achara, but unfortunately they were sold out for the weekend. We'll definitely have to come back for that. We got a calamansit, sparkling water, a nice modern twist on the calamansit juice that we had earlier today. We also got the lechon kawali. You know that fried, crispy pork belly with a side of white rice. Earlier in the film, I told you that it was my first Filipino breakfast at Uncle Mike's place. When it comes to lechon, I ain't no rookie. Let's get into some crispy lechon kawali. Something as simple as pork belly can be done in so many different ways. This lechon is legit, super crispy, and the meat is very juicy.
Look at how cute these French fries are. Just kidding, it's lumpia. They're so, so cute. Anytime I tell somebody I'm Filipino, probably the first thing that they'll say is, oh my gosh, lumpia, that's like my favorite. Oh yeah. I love that. It is so crunchy. I could eat it for a snack or an entire meal. This is probably one of my favorite foods in the entire universe. Every time I would go to like the Philippines, every time I go eat somewhere, I always made sure I had lumpia. I think it's perfect that they put this in a French fry bag because I would walk around with this at a festival, park, anywhere.
This is a staple at any Filipino restaurant, but I've never seen them so adorably cute and bite-sized like this. They look like the little candy cigarettes I used to see in those old-timey candy stores. Let's try this. That's an incredible crunch. Now, I don't want the rice to feel lonely.
Lumpia and lechon are two of the most iconic Filipino dishes, and I've never actually seen it done this way. Usually when you get lechon, you might even order an entire pig. This is such a portable portion, and it smells amazing.
To be honest, the portion sizes at Isla Filipino are perfect for today because we're eating all day long.
It's like a refreshing take on calamansi juice. If you're in the Loop and you're craving Filipino food, but you're in a hurry, this would be the perfect option. They rotate their menu, so I can't wait to come back and see what else they have. I give it 5 out of 5 lumpias.
Definitely, if you want to support a long-standing restaurant in Chicago with a lot of history, a lot of tradition, come down to Urban Space on Washington, just west of State Street. Yo, that was yet another incredible Filipino meal. And if you want to see more food tours just like this, make sure you subscribe. So far today, we've had an incredible Filipino breakfast, some pastries, ube latte, lumpia Shanghai, but it's not over yet. Now it's time for dinner at Cebu, a modern regional Filipino restaurant in Wicker Park. It is a great dinner date spot. Cebu is a province in the Philippines, which, by the way, I've never visited. So drop a comment if you think we should visit the Philippines and create some content out there. And make sure you keep it locked because we're also gonna be grabbing some dessert and you don't wanna miss that. And we got a nice feast. You know, we had to get some chicken adobo. This is made with soy sauce and vinegar. I actually learned how to make this at home for Narissa and she absolutely loves it. It comes with a side of white rice. And because this is Narissa's favorite food, we ordered some more lumpia Shanghai. And on the side, tuna kinilaw. This is basically like a tuna ceviche with a coconut ginger espuma. All right, first up, I'm gonna try some of the lumpia Shanghai. Look at that. This lumpia is phenomenal and the sausawan on the side is incredible as well.
It's been such a fun day of eating so far. I told Louis, thank you so much for bringing me out here to try all this Filipino food. It really reminds me of all the food that I had growing up. Because I can usually cook some of this food for myself, I don't usually look for it at restaurants. Going out to restaurants to eat Filipino food means trying new things. Whenever I go out to eat, I'm not expecting to try my mom's food. I'm trying somebody else's vision. I know, we're eating lumpia again, but I told Louis, come on, we gotta get this.
Tuna kinilaw.
I like the vinegar in this. It came with a coconut ginger espuma, and I'm gonna try that now with one of these plantain chips.
This is the type of food that just makes you happy. It elevates your mood. Ooh la la, look at that. Got us a nice meaty piece of chicken. None of this food is feeling super heavy, super greasy. It's easy to eat, it's fun. I can't say enough about how great this food is.
Oh yeah. I have one really nice memory from when I was younger. We had a home ec class and my mom came in to teach us how to make chicken adobo. And it was like a really proud moment because it was one of those times when my friends got to try food that was really close to home for me. I loved it and I learned how to cook it.
After having an incredible dinner date with your sweetie, you gotta get some dessert to share. And halo halo is definitely a shareable dessert. Basically, it means mix. And it's kind of like an everything but the kitchen sink type of dessert. Shaved, evaporated, and condensed milk, ube ice, mango ice cream, Rice Krispies, nata de coco, red bean, ube jam, kaong, and jackfruit. I watch a lot of vegan cooking shows and jackfruit is typically used as a meat substitute, but in this case, it's gonna be a nice hearty fruit in all of this going on here. So much flavor, so much texture, and it's a perfect way to cap off a Filipino dinner. So if there's a list of top 10 dessert names of all time, I feel like halo halo's gotta be near the top of that list. Such a cool name and such an amazing combination of stuff. This sweet flavors and the creaminess, it just kind of blitzes you like a linebacker. Amazing. Every spoonful is gonna be completely different. Now, normally this would be topped with ube ice cream, but they ran out. To me, mango is a great second option. And there are red beans in here. I know for a fact that Narissa's not the biggest fan of red beans in dessert, but guess what? I am. I love beans so much. Throw them in a dessert, breakfast, whatever. I'll eat beans all day.
I love halo halo, and it's actually one of my Ama's favorite desserts. Can't wait to try this one.
Now, come on, did you really think we were only gonna get one dessert after an amazing dinner date? Y'all know us. We gotta go all in or go home. We also got the deconstructed turong. This is banana mousse, banana cake, jackfruit gelée, tuile, and salted dulce de leche. That is so interesting because I got the banana flavor, which I'm familiar with, but I think the jackfruit gelée kind of steers it in a different direction. It's really a fascinating dessert. This is definitely modern, a twist on something that's more traditional.
Traditionally, turon is like a banana egg roll, plantain egg roll, something kind of like that.
Let us know in the comments if you want to see a part 2, because there are so many other amazing Filipino restaurants in Chicago. Jollibee. It has been such a phenomenal day, full of great food. Each restaurant that we went to was a little bit different. I have eaten so much today, I am busog. So we will see you next time. Peace, blessings, and halo halo.